Do. I got this footage.
Oh my god.
Dude, there she is.
It's fine, right?
Are you stoked or what? Welcome back to the final episode of Martin James Designs. We are doing the reveal. I am on my way to the city to go pick up Terrence, and he's gonna see the bike for the first time, so he's pretty excited. I'm excited. I went and got it all ready for him last night. We're gonna take it for a ride together. We're gonna go over the entire build so you guys will be able to see all of the things that went on with the bike and all of the issues I had near the end of it. I said on my last episode we were dealing with the brake issues. Then I ran into some serious electrical issues at the end, delayed me over a week. So I'm excited to go over that and explain to you guys all of the things I had to do to fix it, things maybe to avoid or pay attention to if you guys are working on your bikes. It would have saved me a heck of a lot of time if I had known those things. Would have been easier to diagnose too. I didn't film a lot of the electrical just because the amount of time I spent troubleshooting that damn bike, it just, I don't even know how I would have edited that video. But I had a friend, Jameson, he's a Harley Davidson mechanic, stumped him. I want to thank Bryce also, one of the guys I work with. Was super insightful on how to check everything using the voltmeter and things like that, so I learned a lot with that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, I'll go over that the best I possibly can. We're gonna pass this guy here. And this person too. Yeah. But this bike is super fun to ride. It is low to the ground, it handles well, it's comfortable, very unique, it's grabbing a lot of attention. Probably one of my favorite builds I've done, so hopefully Terrence likes it. Here we go. We're pulling in right now to grab Terrence. Let's get his first reaction.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, are you stoked?
I'm so stuffed, man.
Nice. You could just throw her in the back seat. I brought one of those mounts, like the sticky mount. Yeah. And I thought I'd stick it like right there, but it won't work. So so we'll have to, I don't know.
Okay, stick it right here?
Yeah, maybe, but well, I thought it would go like, you want to what? We might do some holding. We'll just hold it.
Yeah. Come with me.
Okay, dude, you ready?
Yeah, man.
You stoked?
Oh man, so stoked.
8 months we've been working on, well, I've been working on this bike. Terrence has only seen the YouTube videos, but he's gonna see it in person now. Let me turn the light on real quick. Oh, here, let me open the garage door. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, there she is.
It's mine, right?
Are you stoked or what?
Wow.
Not bad?
Very good. Oh man.
So, basically, well, you saw from the videos, but a few things I had to change. You can get those. Signals had to get removed from the handlebars due to a pretty big issue I'll go over with. But we got brand new signals here and it actually looks cooler. I think so because when you stand back here, you come back here. That looks sick.
Yeah,
And then when, so when they go,
oh wow.
yeah, right? So they, and then you got the back signals here. You have, right? And then you're, so when these go, you got yellow for all your signals, yellow headlight, and then you just have your brake light. That's all you need. So the headlight is probably my favorite part, dude. That was such a good call.
Yeah.
So like, look how bright this thing is though.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah, so you can fully adjust it here. So I had to re-weld this just because I bent it because before it would hit here.
Okay.
But now it's adjusted so you can, it still moves back, see like there. So you can, I made it so I put lock washers on here so you can go up and down.
Perfect.
The signals are here now. Like it looks like one set farther back, obviously it is, but when you're standing forward, it's not an issue. Like, cause you can see them totally fine. It's when you're standing right at it, it looks like that. And then, I chose to put your mirrors down low just to suit the style of the bike.
It's better this way.
I think so.
Yeah.
I tried putting one up and I was like, no. Like, I like them the way
If I had
they
the windscreen, then yeah, sure.
Dude,
Yeah.
no, and to be honest, seeing in your rear view from these is perfect. I can see, like, this bike is legit, like, as far as, like, signals and functionality, it looks badass, but it's super functional. Yeah, then obviously you saw what I did with the tires. So because I've been pulling it in and out of the lift so many fucking times trying to get it sorted out, I bought you a new tire pen.
Okay.
So at the end of the season, if you want to touch some of it up, I didn't want to do it now because it will probably change the color, but it's unbelievably durable. The reason why it might be scuffed up in a couple areas is because of this. That's the only reason why. You'll notice the back's fine. Exhaust pipes are awesome. I've already broke them in, so they might start fading color-wise, but you can put a coating or something on it to keep them black. We'll have to double check that, but eventually they will kind of burn off.
It's okay. Wear and tear.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it will be. In order to remove the seat, I put a lock washer and a nut down here and right here. Seat pops off, all your electricals nice and neat. I harnessed it all right underneath here. Yeah, see how the signals were mounted here? So like it's so solid. Like you could fucking probably sit somebody on there. This caliper did not get powder coated because I refused to powder coat this until I knew everything was good. Because I powder coated 2 calipers and still had issues with the damn bike. And I'll explain that to you why I did. So at the end of the season, if you want to pull this off and bring it to me, I'll powder coat it for you. But I just wanted to get you the bike. brand new lithium battery for the second time. This one I bought just for your bike, and it failed because of your electrical issues. It was sending a positive charge back into the negative.
Whoa.
And fried the battery. So I put a bigger one in now, so your cranking amp went from 14 to 20. So dude, like this thing.
So was the battery issue then, right?
What's that?
So the
No, the battery wasn't the issue. I'll explain to you what the issue was. Okay, so what happened was when I went to sort the electrical out, I converted everything to LED, and I had your headlight bars going through, or sorry, your grip bars or lights going through here. So once I converted everything to LED, I was having issues trying to get everything to stay on. So if I like hit a signal, something else would go, and there was like a major inconsistency in the voltage. So I had my Harley mechanic friend come. We determined it wasn't the ECU. I changed it out from that one. It wasn't the turn signal module. I went with a voltmeter, checked every single thing, and what would happen would I would get all the lighting to work perfect, horn, high beam, everything. Then I'd take the damn bike for a ride, and within 15 minutes, all of the lights would cut out. And then I would be like, what the hell? Then I'd come back, the bike would cool down, I'd start it up, and it would work again. And then I'm like, so I knew there was a short, but I wasn't blowing fuses. So I'm like, okay, what is going on right now? Because there has to be a ground, like grounding the bike out. So I freaking cut all of the electrical out and redid it all again. Put it all back together, made sure there was no grounding out, like over the top. Turns out it had to be somewhere in the original harness because it wasn't what I did. So I thought that it was all addressed, took it for another ride, crapped out again, then came back, realized it was a fucking voltage regulator, and the reason why was because of this. This voltage regulator is designed to operate off of cool. That's why it's at the front of the bike.
Okay.
This has been on the bike for how long? We don't know. The restriction of flow burnt the voltage regulator out over time, and it was giving false readings. So as soon as the bike would get up to temperature, it wasn't getting enough airflow. When I rode it, when it got hot enough, it'd fucking shut the lights off. So the next thing to go would have been the bike. So that's, and I didn't have any way to test it. So what was happening is the voltage regulator was throwing readings out and sending power back. So that's what ended up frying the battery. So I ripped the voltage regulator out of that bike. I ripped the ECU out of it, the fucking turn signal module. I ripped the brake system out of it. And I pulled this off. So you could have that, but I'm not putting it on. It's up to you. But this is not a brand new voltage regulator, but it's out of a bike that it worked. So once I did all of that, it's fucking mint. There's no problems now. And I've gone through your entire electrical system multiple times. So you won't have anything to worry about.
Perfect.
Brake system, they put this is a .5 system. So this is the craziest thing ever. Harley Davidson, this is for 04 to 2013. Harley Davidson had using .4 for almost all the brakes. Then they converted to .5 in 06. So whatever years to 06 were .5. The last bike I built was 07. It was .4. So I assumed that 04 to 13 would be all .4. Realized it was a .5 system. When you mix a synthetic .5 with a .3 or 4 or 5.1, they counteract each other and they eat away at all the seals, they eat away at everything. The minute I did that, I had to rebuild your entire brake system. I had to rebuild the calipers, the pistons, the master cylinders, everything. Full rebuild, ordered all new pistons. Then I got that rear piston from Amazon, the rear caliper, came broken. So then I tried to pull the caliper off of that one, put it on here, rebuilt it all, realized that they put .4 in that bike when it was supposed to be .5. So I fucking redid the entire brake system, stole that caliper, thinking it was .5, was .4, contaminated the entire system, had to redo it all again.
Jesus Christ.
I've rebuilt your master cylinders twice. I've rebuilt your calipers twice. All new pistons, all new rings. Dude, like, your brake system is as brand new gets. So that beat the shit out of me. Like, almost in tears beat the shit out of me. But I got it done, and I learned a ton. So for all of you that are watching, do not mix .4 in a .5 system. It is catastrophic. But .5 is synthetic and it's hard to get. It's not a common fluid. If you go to any Lordco or anywhere, Canadian Tire, you won't find .5. I had to order it. Or I actually, the second time I rebuilt it, I went to Harley and got .5 from Harley Davidson. So, that was an absolute mess. That's why I didn't repowder coat that caliper, because I had already powder coated two, and I was like, you wanna what? I need to make sure this thing works. Then I ran into the electrical issue, and I was like, I'm not even fucking with the brakes. They work right now. It's gonna stay on for now. Those were the two big ones that got me stuck. The rims and tires were, dude, it's such a cool process to be able to put 93 Sportster rims on this bike. It is extremely unique. You don't see these spokes anywhere. This is a very rare rim to have on this bike. I had to order a special from back here. This is a special axle because these rims came with 3/4 bushing on an old Timken bearing. And this is a 1-inch milled down to 3/4, just so it fits a 1-inch on the swing arm and the 3/4 in through the hub with. And instead of having one concealed bearing on each side, you have two. It's jammed with bearing. Like, dude, it's as solid as a rear rim you're fucking ever gonna get. Front was easy to rebuild. That wasn't an issue. What else did we do? The entire top end was ripped apart, all new seals, gaskets, powder coated the two-tone. You can see that the brown, the anodized bronze, is just subtle, right? Like, if you catch this in the sun, it's gonna look awesome, but it also is not like, it's super clean, you know what I mean? Where you can catch it and you're like, oh, and the reason why I clear coated these is because it really pops, but there are the 3 points of the bike, and then all the other ones are kind of like, does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yeah, so I did the levers. I even did these bolts up here.
Nice.
Just the little touches. I mean, if you look around, there had to be a fine line of like, hey, I'm not going to rip your swing arm off to powder coat that. And like, there was a line I had to draw with the amount of hours I was putting into it. But anything that I took apart, I powder coated.
Nice.
Gas tank is from Fortnite. So that is a 48. So that's, yeah, it's not your original one. So that's been upgraded. Handlebars are from TC Bros. Shout out to TC Bros. Those are the drag bars. And I had to do some customization to get, they're not meant to have the wires fed through them. So I did my own notches and was super careful, made it look nice and clean. So I got you them all hidden. Otherwise you would have seen all the wire and it didn't look very good. What else did I do? Well, I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. These were original, right? This tire was original. That's why I put a brand new front tire on and I matched it to this. Because this was a good tire. I didn't want to have to get rid of that. You want to fire this bad boy up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you think?
Love it.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Dude, you're more than welcome. I had a blast building it, I really did. But anything life and safety, I've gone with red Loctite, so anything on the wheels, the brakes, handlebars, all red. Everything else is blue, unless it's something that comes off frequently. I didn't do any of it. I use my manual, it's my Bible. All the torque specs have been spec'd to torque. I've done the best job I could for where I'm at.
And obviously the light is removed.
Oh yeah, dude. So yeah, no, it's ready to rock. Can I fire it up for you? Okay. Dude, okay, sweet.
Oh man.
Like, it's all my buddies are just like, dude, they're so stoked on it. My wife, this is her favorite one. Yeah, she loves this bike. And she gets credit for the white Harley. Because I was going to do it like a similar brown to that. And she's like, well, you should do a white. It'll match the letters on the tires. And it was like the best. It was the best call. And to be fair, I had to do that.
No.
Like, I wanted to be able to get some form of sign on there for the countless amount of hours that...
Alright, this will always be the big old...
Yeah. Wow. Oh, and one more thing. It's going to be up to you to figure out... Your job is to learn how much fuel... That's your job.
Yeah.
I can't I filled it. You got a full tank of gas. I went to the gas station and only put premium in it, obviously. Okay. So you got what do you call it? Flush mount?
I think the only way is to make sure if I can...
Yeah, brand new.
Fall.
Yeah, so one thing I do is I basically will fill it up to the top, write down your kilometers, push the envelope of how far you can go by keep checking, and use that as your guide. That's what I would do.
And it also depends how hard.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're fucking chewing on it all the time, I can't help you there, but...
I probably need to have a little jerry can.
Yeah, I know you said that. And okay, well, that's going to be it. Now for going over it, but we're going to go for a little ride and test this thing out. You stoked?
Oh, yeah.
First ride with Terrence. Got the GoPro on my bike. Gonna go for a rip. How was it? Outbound station, first ride, Britannia. I'd say this was a success.
It was.
Got some good food with a beautiful view, a couple nice bikes, and one happy dude, yeah?
Thank you, man.
All right, we'll catch you on the next build.